Hello everyone. This is a MacBook A1342. I'll show you the problem. As you see, the device doesn't turn on by pressing power button. Let me do a quick test without disassembling the device. Adapter cable is plugged in. Power button voltage is present. It is 3.42 volt. Let me press it now. I want to make sure if the power button is working or not. As you see, 3.42 volt doesn't get absent by pressing the power button and stays on 2.1 volt or 2 volt. This means device's keyboard has a problem. I'll jump this direction and get the voltage to 0. And we'll try to switch on the device. Let's see if it turns on or not. It seems like it switched on. But fan doesn't spin and the device isn't on. The battery voltage is totally absent. I'll disassemble the device and check voltage to see which voltages get present by switching the device and see which voltages are present on the device in general. Stay tuned. I removed the board. Adapter is plugged in. I'll check voltage now and see which voltages are present on the board. I'll start from voltage input. As you see, adapter voltage enters properly. This means 3.42 circuit, 1 wire, SMC and charging IC are all working well. And adapter voltage enters motherboard. Let me check again. As you see, 3.42 voltage is present. Now I'll check PPBUS voltage. Let's see if adapter voltage gets properly converted to PPBUS or not. This is B+ voltage circuit or PPBUS. I'm checking fuse now. 12.5 volt is present, which means PPBUS or battery voltage is generated properly. So there is no problem in input voltage and converting it into PPBUS voltage. And the problem is probably after switching. I'll check other voltages too. 3.3 ALW voltage. This is battery voltage. 5 volt is absent because it gets present after switching. And the rest of the voltages are absent before switching the device. I can check PPBUS voltage on these capacitors. As you see, it's 12.5 volt. So we realized that the board doesn't have any problem before start, meaning all necessary voltages to switch on the board are present. And probably the problem is for after switching. I'll switch on the device and check the voltages again.
Hello everyone, today I'm excited to introduce you to Finti, game-changing accounting software designed for businesses like yours. Whether you're running a repair shop, a retail store, or any service-oriented business, Finti is here to revolutionize how you manage your finances and operations. Join me as we explore the key features that make Finti the go-to solution for small to medium-sized businesses. Efficient repair shop management. Let's begin with repair shop management. Finti allows you to seamlessly handle device repairs. Imagine printing receipts with just a click or sending eco-friendly text messages to your clients automatically. No more hassle, just efficient and organized repair shop management. Invoices and financial transactions. Creating invoices and tracking financial transactions have never been easier. Whether you're issuing receipts or managing expenses, Finti simplifies the process. Plus, if your team works on commissions, Finti's got you covered. Set commission percentages effortlessly and let the software handle the calculations, providing you with detailed reports. User-friendly tutorials. Now let's talk about how to use Finti. Finti is designed with you in mind. Accessing tutorial videos is just a click away. Whenever you have a question or need guidance, simply click on the red icons within the software to watch related tutorial videos. And if you need assistance, feel free to reach out to our support team. They are ready and eager to help you whenever you need. Online accessibility and global currency support. With Finti, flexibility is key. Access your account and manage your business from anywhere, anytime using your smartphone or laptop. And guess what? Finti supports over 20 major world currencies, ensuring users from around the globe can easily navigate and utilize the platform. Don't see your currency? No problem. Our support team is here to assist you, customized to suit your business. Whether you're in the repair industry or looking for top-notch accounting and inventory management. We can even disable features you don't need, providing a personalized experience just for you. In conclusion, Finti is not just accounting software. It's a business companion designed to simplify your operations and boost your efficiency. Join the global community benefiting from Finti's powerful features. Subscribe now, use the exclusive 50% discount coupon, and let Finti elevate your business to new heights. Thank you for watching and happy managing.
I connected GND probe to the board using alligator clips. As I said, and you can see on board view and schematic, the device can be switched on by jumping this. I'll do that. Now I start checking voltage again. As you see, 5 volt got present. Chip voltage is present too. This is another one of the voltage. CPU voltage is the only voltage that has not been sent. As you see, RAM voltage is present. And all the voltages are present except for CPU voltage. It can have different reasons, which I need to check one by one. Input voltages are normal, but PPBUS voltage is not being converted to V_core voltage. What reasons could it be? It can be because of BIOS. Or enable of V_core PWM circuit might not be sent. SMC might be the problem. Or it can be other chips. There are different reasons which I'm going to see what it is. I program BIOS. I'll switch on the device one more time. The device is off now. And it's on now. As you see, V_core voltage is still not being sent. But the rest of the voltages are present. Next thing is that maybe PWM circuit is problematic. Or maybe enable is not sent. Or maybe CPU is problematic. So I'll check all of them and we'll see what the problem is. I'll turn over the board. To have access to controller IC of V_core PWM circuit. I'll show it on the board view. As you see, this is device's board view. I'll rotate it so it would be according to my view of the board. This part of motherboard. Let's check the schematic. This is power block diagram of the laptop. CPU V_core can't be generated. Input voltage is present. And it enters up to MOSDETs of this PWM circuit. Meaning, there is no problem in reference voltage. But what about enable of this direction? Which is VR_on_R. I'll check this signal. As you see, it is sent by SMC. I want to see if SMC sends it or not. Let's check the board view too. IMVP. I'm searching for IMVP VR on. It is pin 44 of this IC. It is the input pin of this signal. I'll check the fifth pin from the right. As you see, enable signal doesn't enter this PWM IC. To enable PWM circuit of V_core voltage. So I need to see why the voltage is not enabled by SMC. Let's go back to power block diagram. As you see and also showed you on reading schematic of MacBook devices. The stages are shown by numbers. Please check MacBook videos for more information. So, stage 24 is missing. Now I want to see if stage 23 is present or not. So I need to go back one stage. All_SYS_PGOOD. Let's check if stage 23 present or not. As this signal is generated by many signals. Which means n of these signals cause to generate all_SYS_PGOOD. Therefore, I'll go back one stage again. To see if signal is generated on stage 22 or not. I'm searching the stages now. This is stage 21. This is stage 22. And this signal should be generated in this stage. It is MCPCORE signal. I should check if it is present or not. PPMCPCORE_S0_reg. Let's check this signal. Let's check this voltage and see if stage 22 is present or not. As you see on the board view. This inductor is output of this voltage.
خروجی این ولتاژ
As you see, 0.9 volt is properly generated.
9 ما به درستی یا 92 صدم ما به درستی تولید میشه.
This means that, according to what's on power block diagram, stage 22 is properly passed.
به درستی
So I should check stage 23 now.
سراغ مرحله 20.
And we assume that the previous stages have all been passed properly.
مراحل قبل از 22 هم به درستی درست شدن.
So let's go to the next stage, which is stage 23.
مرحله بعدیش که 23 هست.
If it was okay too, I need to check all the signals and voltages from the start,
ها و ولتاژها رو چک
from 01 to stage 23,
یک تا مرحله 20
to see if they get generated properly or not.
درستی تولید میشن یا نه.
But I think stage 23, which is all system power good, is not generated properly.
سیستم پاور گود هست به درستی تولید نمیشه.
Therefore, stage 24, which is enable VR underscore on of CPU VCORE signal, can't be generated either.
این سیگنال الیبل وی آر آن سی پی یو ریکور درست نمیشه.
I'll check stage 23.
چک میکنم.
All underscore SYS underscore PWRGD. Let's check board view.
بورد ویو
And search all underscore SYS underscore PWRGD. I'll check this signal from two sides of the board.
راحتی کار از دو سمت بورد میتونیم این سیگنال رو بررسی کنیم.
This is the other side.
سمت بورد رو میبینم.
Let's see if this signal is present or not.
این سیگنال وجود داره یا خیر.
As you see, this is R7828 resistor,
28
which is here.
در این قسمت قرار داره.
All underscore SYS underscore PWRGD needs to be present on it.
کنم
I'll check it.
ببینم که
As you see, it's not present.
نداره.
Let me check this empty spot that's for resistor 2.
قسمت خالی هم چک
And as you see, all underscore SYS underscore PWRGD is absent.
ما پیدا کردیم.
So now we know why V underscore core is not present.
ولتاژ نداره.
It's because all underscore SYS underscore PWRGD is not generated.
نشده.
Now I need to see why the signal is not generated,
اینکه این سیگنال تولید نشده رو پیدا کنیم.
meaning, I'll only focus on that signal.
این بخش میگذریم و فوکوس میکنیم روی همین
And I don't need to check the rest of the blocks, because the problem is generated here.
ما در این قسمت فقط قرار داره.
The problem that I've found out so far.
خب
Let's see how, all system power good, signal is generated.
چجوری تولید میشه. آل سیس پاور گود.
As you see on power block diagram section,
بلوک دیاگرام
many signals generate this signal.
برگرفته از یه سری سیگنال های دیگه هست که
Which exits U7870
70 خارج میشه
as S0PGOOD underscore RST underscore L,
و
CPU underscore VTT and P5V3V3, and the rest of these signals.
سیگنالایی که مشاهده میکنیم.
I need to check them one by one,
بررسی
because if either of these gets low, it would cause the rest of high signals to get low.
باقی سیگنالایی که های شده رو هم میخوابونه.
I'll check these one by one to see if all of them are present or not.
تمام این سیگنال ها وجود دارن یا خیر.
I'll start with U7870.
70 شروع میکنم.
As you see, several voltages entered this IC,
بهش وارد میشه.
and its necessary voltage enters it too,
راننده ولتاژ مورد نیاز خودش هم بهش وارد میشه.
and it has an output,
خروجی داره که
which I'll check to see if its input voltages enter it properly or not.
این خروجی به درستی کار میکنه و ولتاژ ورودیش به درستی وارد میشه یا روی
I'll search this IC on board view.
پیدا میکنم.
U7870. The IC needs to be here. But as you see, the IC and all the resistors around it aren't assembled on board. So we'll leave this one. And let's check the next IC. U7870 was okay. Meaning, it wasn't placed on the board to be checked. You can do this through board view as well, to see where all system power good is. You need to check these entire steps. For example, I'll start with this side of resistor, S0PGOOD_BJT, which is this signal, which is output of 7880. It is removed from the board. And in fact, I'm checking this IC, because the sum of these two ICs and these signals is all system power good. Meaning, and of all these signals. Let's see if this IC works properly or not. I'll check its input voltage. As you might remember, I have talked about this IC on MacBook videos. It gets all the voltages, and together. And there would be an output. And if either one of these voltages was absent, it would decrease the output. So all input voltages of this IC need to be present. I'll check them one by one and also input reference voltage of this IC, to see if all voltages and signals are present for it to have output or not. At first I'll check its output, R7828, which is the resistor that I checked before. I'll check it again. As you see, there is no output, so I need to check its inputs. I'll check these inputs one by one. Voltage is present. Next resistor. Voltage is absent here. This is VMON_emitter and I must check VMON_Q2_base. I'll check VMON_Q2_base, which is pin 5. Voltage is present. Next one is Q3. I'll show this block under a microscope, because the resistor that needs to be placed here is not. Let me show it under a microscope. As you see under the microscope, I'm looking for the IC. The IC that I was checking. And this is the resistor that is removed from the board. I don't know why it's removed. They might have programmed BIOS or it might have gotten hit. Either way, the resistor is not placed on the board.
روی بورد حضور نداره.
I'll check it on the schematic too, to see what kind of a resistor it is.
ببینم چه مقاومتی است.
As you see, it's R7824 resistor.
24 هست. من اینو
I'll search it on the schematic.
سرچ میکنم.
It is in fact sends of 1.5V of this IC. When 1.5 volt is generated in S0 stage, it passes through this resistor and enters this IC, and this IC can sense this, and will end the rest of the voltages and provide output. But as this resistor is not placed on the board, therefore the voltage doesn't get sensed and output remains 0. So I must place this resistor on the board. As you see, it's a 1 kiloohm resistor. I'll place a 1 kiloohm resistor here and then check voltage. To see if all _SYS_PWRGD gets sent or not. I placed the resistor. Let's check the voltages now. Also see if all system power good is sent or not. I'll turn over the board. And start checking voltages. First I need to switch on the device. It switched on. I'll check the resistor that I placed. Both sides are okay. As you see, output of this IC is 3.3 volt. This means that all system power good voltage is sent. So the CPU should be working now. Yes, CPU voltage is present now. As its heatsink is connected but fan isn't, I'll turn it off. So all voltages are present now. I'll assemble the laptop. Then I'll check if it would work properly or not. I assembled the board and connected LCD. Now I'll switch on the board. Fan started spinning. It might take a while to switch on as BIOS is programmed. Yes, it turned on. The problem is solved now. But about the white screen, as hard disk might have been formatted, therefore it might not have operating system. If MacBook logo appears after a few minutes, then this white screen would mean that there is no operating system. I can even disconnect hard disk from the laptop and test it. As you see, the question mark means operating system can't be found. So the laptop hardware is fixed now. And there is no problem anymore. But as I said in the beginning of the video, keyboard needs to be changed. Because power button doesn't switch on the device. And I did it by jumping. Hope you enjoyed the video.
نکاتی داشته باشه که بتونید ازش استفاده بکنید تا ویدیو بعدی شما رو به خدا میسپارم.